ready for some boom, baby, boom. Even though it's cloudy, even though it's rainy, we're changing the scene today. You know what I'm saying? I got a little bit of drip on me this morning, and I'm leaving. That's right. All this fall, all this yellow stuff, y'all, and this minus 10 degree weather, or below 10 degree weather, I should say, and all this yellow stuff in the trees means I'm going to Vietnam. I booked the ticket yesterday. Yes, blessed. And I was so scared. I want to be honest. You know, Saints Addiction, we're honest about our addictions. And Travel by Saints, I've traveled the world 3 times, but it still doesn't make a difference. When change is in front of you, you feel it. And it's supposed to excite you. So we're going to change that anxiety into excitement. We're going to change locations from Finland to Vietnam. And we're going to change our mentality, because I've been here 6 months and you get stuck a little bit. You get stuck in your own ways, and it's time to change the scene just like that. Saints Addiction, we're on track. So waking up this morning, I feel way better because I started to pre-pack. You know, It's starting to rain a little bit, you know, and it's getting cold out. I packed up all my winter shit, you know what I'm saying? And I put it in because I'm moving, you know. I'm putting all my stuff in the box in my buddy's storage. I took stuff out because I needed to use it, like my hoodies and stuff, my Weed On shirts, my 3D printed hoodies. And guess what? I'm putting it back. And I packed up everything because I didn't want to slack. And it gave me the anxiety to keep back on track. Yep, mushrooms on shirts, baby. Bing, bing, bing. Oop, bonk. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. I looked at myself this morning, and I'm looking at my videos, and I'm like literally in Kuala Lumpur and everywhere around the world, just going any place I wanted to go. Wherever you go, there you are, and then you get comfortable. And that's where the dreams go to die, because once you're in your comfort zone, you're going to be like, man, I'm used to getting up in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, everybody's waking me up, they're bringing me food, you know, the meatloaf from the other day, talk about how we're doing, you know, a little milk and coffee, you know, everybody's chilling, we have a vibe. I can sit here and edit video in a sec and just go about my day when I want to and avail it. That's my pattern. But what happened is the weather changed. It got colder. The leaves aren't green anymore, they're yellow, bro. And just like that, seasons change and life rearranges, and it's time for me to go to Vietnam instead. And I was just like, I'm comfortable here, but I can't stay here forever. I'm on overstay, and my visa's already expired. I got to change something inside of me. And I felt unprepared. My anxiety shot off the roof. I was crashing out. I was like, oh my God, it's like a homework assignment that's due and I didn't study for it. Or I can't believe I'm leaving so fast. I'm leaving in 2 weeks, but I made it felt like I was leaving in 2 hours. And I was just like, I'm freaking out. My buddies are like, calm down. You got plenty of time. I'm like, no, I don't. I got to go over there and hang out with my friends. And then I sat there and I'm like, they're still doing the same shit. They're still in the same spot where I came here 6 months ago, playing video games, NHL hockey. Yep. Still sitting around, drinking, getting drunk. And the guy's like, I'd love to travel Victu. I'd love to travel Victu, you know, but I keep putting my money into the bar. And I was like, that's a choice, you know. The bar would gladly take your travel money. It's like, you want a woman? And he's like, yeah, I want that more than anything, but not more than quitting drinking, quitting smoking weed, or quitting his patterns that keep us isolated in the things that we already participate in. So it's one of those things where, sure, you want it, but you're going to have to give up something. You're going to have to capitulate. You're going to have to compromise, and you're going to have to communicate clearly and effectively with yourself that you're like, I want something different. And as I talked about my different mindset, what's up, Sagar? I see you, brother. How are you, man? Nice to see you, bro. It's nice and cold out here. I'm freezing my balls off. It's minus 10 degrees out here in Finland, and I'm just gonna do my morning motivation. You know how I do it, bro. But just watching myself talk about my mentality in Kuala Lumpur and getting over a broken heart and going into different directions and doing things differently. This girl's staring at me. Nice butt, though. You know what I mean? It's one of those things that you're gonna have to play the part. You're gonna have to play the part that isn't afraid of change, isn't afraid to go in those deep dark caves and make your mind work a different type of way and break up the patterns, because it's not easy. We're also easily no, not minus 10. No, it's under 10 degrees. It's like 7 degrees out, but it's cold now all of a sudden. And as soon as it got cold, I booked my trip to Vietnam, and now it's 33 degrees in Vietnam. I don't know right now, but during the daytime, 31, 32, 33 degrees. I'm literally tripling the degrees that I have here and tripling out my output, because now I get to meet my NSEC.ai team, and we're going to be doing all sorts of things like search engine optimization, but with AI, and we got the marketing going with Google Ads, and we're powwowing, bro. We're touching laptops on the island, white sand beaches, and I'm just pinching myself because I was like, this is it. I have to pinch myself. I was like, this is it, bro. I never thought it would exist, and then I did create, 100 domain names and 100 Instagrams, and now with AI, it's all programming everything. And yes, I can get comfortable, but I got to get busy to living, because it's easy for us to sit and let the years go by, and then we just be forgetting that we're on the clock, that our time is ticking, the leaves are falling and changing color, and the temperature is dropping, and it's time for me to go. Boldly go. I came here when it was cold. It's time for me to leave again. Look at this look at this raven. He's all thinking about it. Look, he's hopping away from the look at the raven. The raven's smart, bro. And just like a smart bird, you got to fly down to the south, for the winter, and change up the patterns, because you can't change the weather, but you can change yourself. And it's important that you be able to drive yourself. I'm going to watch this guy. I don't know what this thing's up to, but it's important that you can drive yourself to another mentality. What's it digging? Let's see. What's it digging? It's like, hey, I want in these leaves. You know what I mean? Yeah, lots of AI stuff are coming day by day. It's also trying to make some automations via. Or are you, bro? That's what's up, man. Get in the game, bro. I was just watching a video about that, doing SEO with AI. I thought we were going to catch a worm. Early bird catches the worm. But, it's difficult to move ourselves. That's the hardest part, because we really get stuck into our patterns. I know I'm stuck. I was so comfortable. I got a couch. I got a refrigerator. I got friends. But I need to leave all of that, scrape it real quick so I can hang out with my AI team and do some things that, make things move more smoother, like search engine optimization with AI, or like, I should say, AI SEO, or messaging, and getting we got a deal tonight. So I called the guy before I fell asleep, and when I wake up, we got a deal where our first paid customer wants the voice AI agent. So everything has to move, including you. And that's probably the hardest part, because you're going to want something like instinctually, just like my buddies want to play video games and drink and just hang out. I totally understand it, but it's also something that has to move forward, because you're always drunk. Then you're borrowing time from the future for the now. You'll feel like shit tomorrow, so you'll be worth nothing, the next day, when you really need your something, your brain to work, or your output, or your instincts don't change. Now it just becomes survival. And I was like, I want thrival. I want to be able to thrive. I want to be able to live. And part of that makes me get uncomfortable. And that's what I love about traveling, is because then it makes me move myself instead of being stuck in the way that it is, or the way that I want it to be. Guess what? Your boy Marky Saint gets to hit the go button, and just like that, I'm gonna turn this into sand. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna turn the leaves into palm trees, and the grass into sand, and what is it, 7 degrees out right now? 7 degrees, and it's cold, into 33 degrees, and I'm fucking sweating my balls off. Just watch. In less than 2 weeks, and it goes by fast, I started to pack, and I had so much anxiety. I didn't know how to act. It made me be so weird, and I didn't know what to do with myself, and I was just all up in my head. Check out this bad character. He's still doing it too. Look at this little raven here. All up in my head with I'm not ready, instead of just go. And that's what I was looking from Jocko, the guy from your boy Joe Rogan. He's what do you call it, a Navy SEAL, and he's like, what's your greatest advice for fear? And he's like, go, just do it, Nike. Go out there, do it, book it, fuck it. My heart started racing, and it's supposed to give me that effect. I'm supposed to get excited when I talk to a hot chick. I'm supposed to get inspired when I go to different places, and I'm also supposed to get a little bit nervous, like, oh shit, what if I don't have enough money? What if this deal doesn't go through? What happens if this happens? And then I'm watching myself literally doing the videos, editing them with video in a sec going like, there you are, brave without money. There you are again, brave without money, intrepid, traveling the world without knowing, and still going. And then I think to myself, man, you're supposed to turn this anxiety into excitement, man. We're pretty soon. Guess what it's going to be? I'm going to get to go to India. I don't know where you are, Cigar, but I'm going to India, bro. Like, I got to go to India for about 4-hour layover. I got a 9-hour layover in Abu Dhabi. I've never been to any of those places. And I'm going to Vietnam. So that's like a 3-for-1 deal. So I'm going to go see 3 crunchies that I never got to see before. Vietnam for sure. Abu Dhabi just for a day. I got 9-hour layover. So I'm just going to go around and, like, you know, put $100 on it and say, hey, taxi driver, take me around to some things and help me go see those things. And then also I get to go through India, which I never thought I'd get to go before, but hopefully get to eat some of that good Indian food that I love to eat. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where I got to get scared. I got to turn that anxiety into emotion, or not emotionality, but into action, right? And then not get afraid of my heartbeat, but actually use that instincts, those nerves to make me move in a new direction away from the fall and autumn and just go to the fucking winter and the summer of Thailand or Vietnam or the Southeast Asia. They're getting warmer while this place is getting colder, and it's a sure sign as my fingertips get cold and freezing this morning that it's time for me to go. You know, yeah, and I've already visited Norway. I've already done Oslo, bro. Yeah, see, you're in India. Do you know where Kochi is? Kochi, it's like supposed to be on the east coast of India. Yeah, dude, Abu Dhabi, bro, and the UAE, United Arab Emirates. You know, I get to go someplace I never thought I'd go before, and not on a hooker's journey where someone's got a shit on my chest for 10 grand. No, dude, I'm like going for free because it's a layover, and I got it for cheap. My ticket was only 300 euros. And add the bag, so 350 euros, add to USD, went from like $409. Yeah, dude, $409 to get all the way across this world. And I already booked it. I need to get my visa. That's another $25, and then I'm on my way. And when I get there, I'll find a way. I'll gotta find a way to go live from Istanbul, which I've already been, so I'm not really counting that, but I got a 4-hour layover, so might as well go live there. Then going over to Abu Dhabi, I'm gonna go live screaming, I love my life! You know what I mean? Scaring people, you know what I mean? Like, you know, scaring the folks down at Abu Dhabi from 4 a.m. to 1 o'clock. I can fuck. Yeah, it's raining a little bit. See? Yeah, it's starting to rain. Let me light this joint. Look, that's what's up, bro. S4G, what's up? I've never seen you in here before. Metro, enjoy. Can you say moi? It's also, yeah, namoy. Mitakulu, huvakitos. Yeah, I speak the Finnish. Puhutsuoimi. I mean, come on, girl. Get the languages on shirts. I've been coming here for 15 years. And I've overstayed for 6 months, so I get to leave, go on my journey. Hopefully they don't detain me and extradite me, or what do you call that when you deport somebody? I'm just trying to go on my way, go onto the plane, go to Istanbul first, then go to Abu Dhabi, spend about 9 hours there, go for a breakfast, go see the city, take a bunch of pictures, you know what I mean? Get the gram going. Yep, get the Instagram going, and then live my life. Because it's happening every day, every time, but we don't pay attention to it. We get so stationary. We get so sedated, and we get so comfortable that we forget to live. We forget to take the challenge of life and say, what if I just booked the ticket? What if I talk to the girl? And then you go from ifs and buts to candy and nuts, and now look, it's all fucking raining. And that's how fast you got to change from like fog to rain. I'm surprised you can't see this, but it's pouring. And then all of a sudden, the old man is snoring. And luckily, I'm underneath the awning, but that's what it takes to change, bro. It takes us to go inside of our head and go, okay, I've been doing this for 6 months now, and like every 6 months, it breaks up my life pattern so that way I can go do something different. And yes, I love my friends here, but I'm not trying to sit here and play video games the whole time. Look how fucking rainy it is, bro. You can see it? And now it's raining. And how many of us are like that, where we're like chilling, but then we're raining, and just like that, it just stopped. And then that's our emotions. It just comes so quickly and it makes us change everything, but we don't want to change ourselves. And that's what I was like keying in on. Come on, Mark, listen to yourself while I'm in here editing my videos. I don't know if you can see inside there, but I'm watching myself be brave around the world, but I was still nervous. I've been around the world 3 times. This is my 4th time going around the world, literally circumferencing the globe, but I still get nervous when I talk to a hot girl. Yep. I still get excited when did someone actually take away a like? That's some fucked up shit. And I already started to pack. 2 weeks ahead. I leave October 5th, and I'll be in the air for 2 days, going around this world, saying hi to the UAE. I've never been before. I don't need a visa because I'm American. I can just go in, start taking pictures, go get some lunch, get to Vietnam, wait for my team to arrive, and then we're going to take on the world. We got a new client, get our first paid client, get the second paid client, and go for a hat trick and go for 3, and then we have enough money to live and exist. You can see how cold it is, bro. Literally. And these trees are blowing, bro. So it's one of those where I was really nervous. I needed to smoke some weed. My friend came through. I smoked. I chilled. I relaxed a little bit. I couldn't get my ticket to purchase because it was like flagging my card. It was like, you're somebody's illegally buying something. I'm like, no, that was me. Then I finally purchased a ticket. Now I have a leave date. Now I just got to get my ass to that point, show up, and then I'm on the plane. I'm gonna go and sleep as much as I can. Then I'm going to India, first Istanbul, which I've been many times to that airport. But I'm also gonna go around the airport and do a live. And then I'm gonna go to India, do another live, and then I get to go to the UAE, do another live, and then I'll be in Vietnam, and then you have me for a couple days. Well, I think a couple weeks in Vietnam, get my visa process for Thailand, and I got another 6 months of chilling on the island, bro. Like, I should be excited. My friend's like, relax, bro, relax. I can see you're nervous. I'm like, I know. And I'm like, you're gonna be okay. And that's what you got to tell yourself. It's gonna be okay. I am safe, and everything's gonna be all right, and you're gonna feel better. And I started feeling better. I got some sleep, and I woke up this morning. Yes, I'm ready to get packed. All I got to do is some laundry, pack my bag, and I'm halfway across the world. How fucking cool is that? Let me see. You're almost. No, I'm not. No, there's only 260 countries. I'm like 50 countries, bro. Awesome. We're going to Pho Quoc, which is on the Cambodian border between Vietnam and Vietnam. And on the other side of Cambodia, on the Thailand side, Cambodia, is where my island is Koh Chang, and that's where I live. So I got uplinks. I could have ran back straight to Thailand, but I told my team, let's meet in Vietnam. And now we're all coming, a guy from Denmark, a guy coming from Taiwan, and me coming from Finland to make this business work even better. And then we make more income, then we can go more places. And that was my biggest dream on my heart from the start, bro. I was like, I just want Saints Addiction. I just want to be able to travel the world. Well, you're going to need some income because I keep spending outcome. Okay, well, I traveled the world without income last time. Now with a little bit of income, I can go anywhere and make all my shirts as much as I want to. And just got off the phone with another model that's going to meet me tonight, and she's going to wear a shirt. It just works out perfect. So turn your anxiety into excitement. Let your heart race. Get your heart rate up. Mix it up, come up with something to do differently every day, and pretty soon you'll be surprised where it'll take you. I just booked this, but I didn't plan on being on Abu Dhabi. But with the 9-hour layover, most people be like, I don't want a 9-hour layover for 300 euros. I get to see Abu Dhabi for free. Hey, free visa, free layover, go for a lunch. Maybe it's $100, but I don't know. I don't know how much it is in UAE, but I'm going to go there. I'm going to fucking live my life fully. I'm going to scream, I love my life as much as I fucking can all the way in Abu Dhabi and take as much. I got that, girl. And take as much as I can out of my life and add more videos and have more experiences and to actually live, dude. That's what I'm trying to encourage people. The motivation is to actually live. It's not just me bragging. It's like I didn't believe it. I'm sitting in a room full of dudes and I'm the only one going. Everybody else wants to sit there and play video games. So what's it going to be? Video games or Abu Dhabi? Up to you. But it's the only way that you're going to play it. And most of us, we play ourselves, dude. Congratulations. You played yourself. You played yourself into isolation, into a cubicle, into an apartment, and then you don't go anywhere. That's scary to me. That's like really scary. So you can choose the fear you believe in, or the fear of the unknown. But either way, it's still fearful. And we all got to be the type of person to jump up and do something about it. So yeah, that's my motivation. I'm going to Vietnam, and you're going to see this worldwide traveler. So make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Because I have more life to live. And I'll be damned if I'm going to not live before I die. And that's what I started to see. I think another one of my friends passed away from in Brazil, and that kind of breaks my heart. And he was a young, good-looking guy, and it doesn't matter if you're good-looking, young, you'll still die. But what matters is that did you live before that? And he was an amazing guy. He was extremely fit. He would kite surf. I'm trying to figure out what happened. I still don't know, but it's all those things, dude. It's all that and then some. Tall, dark, and handsome, having a good time around the life. And that's where my light comes from, that I can encourage myself with my cold hands, encourage myself to boldly go someplace when I'm already too scared or nervous or not prepared. Who cares, bro? Who cares if you got the cash? Who cares if you got the stash? Who cares if you got the stash? You know, you're going to have to make it really work for you. And that's what I've been trying to encourage people to do, is just be like, boldly go, bro. Don't be scared. It happens for all of us. You know what I mean? It happens for us. It's supposed to make you nervous so that way you know that you're doing something different. That is the key element of change, is it's that tingling sensation that you're doing something that's out of your normal. You know, I'm not normally in front of such a beautiful woman. And then you're just like, I got a handle. And then figure it out. I don't know where the next cash will be, but I'll figure it out. And then guess what? I'll keep going till I can be the man that I want to be, instead of the guy that's just thinking about it, watching somebody else's YouTubes and I'm the only one encouraging people to get off this thing and go, just fucking go, bro. Boldly go wherever you want to go. And watch yourself do it. Yeah, it's the humidity. Asia Cup is also running at UAE. I have no clue. How some diseases today cause some silent attacks of cardiac arrest. I was literally learning about that today, about how we hold the fat around our bellies. And luckily, I've been fasting, so it doesn't build up in my arteries and my capillaries and create eruption. And then that blockage is how you get a stroke. And then next thing you know, you're really without options. You know, right now, most people, they say they got nothing, but they got their health. And that's really all you need. And then they're like, oh, wait, but I need my wealth. And it was just like, well, did you spend any time to create different forms of income, different streams? No, just the YouTube stream. Well, there's more to life than just YouTubing. There's more to life than just going live. It's important to live your life, and that's what I've been encouraging people to do. And they're just like, I wish I could do it. And I'm like, don't wish, work. Get after it. Go do something different, so that way you have a different output. You can have a different destination. You can have a different experience, but you have to do something differently inside. And that's the change. That's that tingling sensation that you're getting, that like, oh shit, I might be dating soon because I went up to this hot chick and now I got a date. Didn't know. Or I asked this model to wear my shirt, and now she's got 100,000 followers. Super dope. And I've never been to Abu Dhabi, but I'm about to go. And who knows? I thought you would have to need 10 grand to go to Abu Dhabi to do anything and make your life the way it's supposed to be and all these other things. I really thought it would be really expensive, but guess what? It's just a look for me. And then I looked it up on the thing and said, do I need a visa? And it said no. And I was like, great, let's go. Last time I went through Germany, I had a 6-hour layover in Frankfurt. And I didn't need a visa, so I got out of the airplane. I kept all my shit. I got my cash on me, put my stuff in a storage locker, and I went to go check out the city. I got to eat schnitzel in front of a 15th century castle and walk around Germany and at least stretch out my legs and see some things. I mean, I won't have that much time. I might be able to go see a museum or do something like that, get a meal in a museum, and then there you go. That's an 8-hour day. Get my ass back for the last hour, and in 9 hours, go fly out again, and then I'll be in Kochi, and then I'll be in India, someplace that I'm really intimidated about, but at least I can get a sense of it. Go get some Indian food in India, in their airport. I'm not going to leave because you actually need a visa for India, but I'm applying right now. Got another $25 to spend, and then you can get a Vietnamese visa. And so when I land, team will be there. We'll form like Voltron. We'll get to touch laptops. Everybody will get to meet because we're all international. So the other guys didn't meet. I met everybody else because he flew from Denmark to Finland to meet me when it was warm, of course. So it's one of those things where this is my life by design. I literally said, I don't want to be in the heat of Las Vegas. So where's it perfect weather? Here in Finland during the summer, perfect 22 degrees, 70, 75 degrees Fahrenheit if you're American like me. And then also to go see different things. I just really wanted to go see different things. And now for since I hit the go button and booked the ticket, not only is it cheap, but $409.23, but also I added 3 different countries. You're asking me how many countries I've been. Well, guess what? Now I got to add 3. Check that out. I went from like 50 to 53. Vietnam, never been. Boom, let's go. UAE, let's leave the airport and go check it out. India, am I in there? I don't count it if I went through the airport. Like I've been through the Moscow airport, but I wouldn't 12-hour layover. That was crazy. But I wouldn't say I've been to Russia. You know what I mean? So I won't say technically I've been to India, but I'll get a sense of it so I can kind of gauge it if I want to add it to my travels one of these days, because I love Indian food and I would love to see the what is it called? I can see it, the white one. I think it's in New Delhi. What's it called? Where the king made a beautiful white castle for his wife's monastery where she died. I forget what the name of it's called, but everybody's been in front of it. But these are these things where most people are tourists. They just book the ticket, book the trips, and book the excursions and try to absorb the country that way. I'm a traveler. I want to actually feel the country and try the language and try the food and see what it is, if it responds to me. And I think it will. Hopefully it encourages me to go to India and go see something that I've never seen before and I couldn't even believe. But because I do believe and because I do hit the go button and because I pushed my life in this direction, now all of a sudden I'm a person that can say I've been over 50 countries and 3 new ones are about to happen and I've been around the world 3 times. This is going to be the 4th time, and who knows, maybe after Thailand, maybe going to Australia. I got a friend out in Australia, hottie little Swedish chick, Hannah. I might be coming to see you. And then I was supposed to go to New Zealand and go meet my friend. If I got enough time and cash, why not? I've got one life to live. So my buddy was sitting there that night and goes, hey, how's your mom doing? He came from Finland to Las Vegas and met my mom. And then he's like, telling the same stories from Vegas from 15 years ago. And then he was like, when are you going to come? When are you going back to home? And I said, April. And I must have had to tell his drunk ass 20 different times. He kept asking me, when do you go home? When do you go home? I'm not worried about going home. I'm just worried about going, period, anywhere possible. So that way I'm not so comfortable. And it's easy to stay comfortable. But just like this cold weather, it was raining a second ago and now it's cold. I can see my breath, you know what I mean? And it's less than 10 degrees out. It's maybe 7 and my fingertips are cold doing this morning motivation, but at least I'm going to go see something different, bro, and that's making the impossible to I'm possible. And I'm possible because I created this. I said it would be dope to have a worldwide brand, take Saints Addiction around the world, find pretty girls to be my models and wear my shirts and make some income so that way I won't have to stress, and then I can go anywhere that I want to go. And by the way, I'm making income while I'm traveling and owning my own business and building my own AI team. Bro, stop me. But you can't stop me. Only you can stop you, and only you can go you too. So if you really put yourself in the go mode and you actually encourage yourself to do something with your life, you'll be so surprised of just how far you can go. I know I am. I watch my videos and I'm just like, damn, I really did that shit. Bhutan caves in Kuala Lumpur and Jericoacoara in Brazil and what else did I just finish editing? Chinatown down in KL. And I was just like looking at the world's tallest building. And now I'm under some tall trees. And then guess what? It's going to fucking change. Eventually, I get to go be different. I get to change my life in a different direction. And because I keep it pushing, I don't keep doing the same, and I get different outcomes. So I hope that sinks in. I hope that's your morning motivation. If you got anything out of this, you already know, like, share, and subscribe below. But as always, peace and love. And Chigatan, that means goodbye, but not forever in Finnish. And that's where I am here in Finland. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. But the other side of your fear, the other side of your excuses and the other side of the world, because that's where I'll be and that's where I'm about to be. And I'm excited to go see. I've never been to the UAE. I don't know what the Middle East looks like, and Abu Dhabi and all these things. And now the fucking sun is kind of peeking out too. So I'm shining, man. Today I'm shining. I went from fucking really scared to shining pretty quick, and I'm just being honest about it. I'm human too, and I was just like so nervous, and my friends are like, you've traveled so much, how are you nervous? I'm like, I don't know, it just is, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm excited, and that's what we want to all be, is excited for our lives. And I want you to go live your life. So get off this thing, go do something with your life, go be free. Peace. Right. Taj Mahal, that's what it is. The Taj Mahal, built in memory of his beloved wife, Muta Taj. Okay, thank you, bro. That's in the North India state, Uttar Pradesh. See, I'm getting educated. So, yeah, man, thank you for all this. How many hours do we spend in India? 4 other countries. Just those 3. We just hope to help some Trigiver state. The peoples include the thought and stubborn type, that we're too stubborn. We got to get our own way. How some disease today cause, I think, yep, already did that. Told you which island. My visa, my passport lets me go to about 150 countries. It's one of the best passports in the world, having an American passport. Rain produces humidity, so it's like huge instant rain for 3 to 4 hours. Yeah, well, that was like 3 seconds, and then it just disappeared. Istanbul, my fingers are cold. Are you ready? Yep. Just for tourism purposes or work related. Totally work. We're building empires over here. So, yeah. Cochin. Yeah, I know. It's in the south of India, named Kerala. Yeah, I don't know anything about India. Thank you for teaching me. There is India's first water metro. Enjoy that too. Okay. What's a water metro? No clue. So layover in Delhi and Abu Dhabi. Yep. Abu Dhabi, UAE. Yes, I've already been in Norway, Oslo, and minus temperatures in our country. Weather barely go there, but there are some hill stations that are amazing. Thanks, man, for letting me know that. Have you used Manus or Zapier for building agents? Yes, of course. And yeah, lots of AI stuff coming day by day. I was also trying to make some automations via NAA and testing emerging still stuff. Oh, dope, you're in it. So make sure you follow Inasec.ai. We have a new YouTube channel. We got over 50 subscribers, so we go live on that, and we teach people how to do it. And you can watch it too. So that's what we do. It's a fucking blessing, not a stressing, if you let it be with the right kind of focusing. Peace.